Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. A blessed good morning to everybody, and welcome to Prosperity of Your Soul. This is the 7:30 call on Thursday, and I hope and trust that you're excited and your year has been great this far. My name is Dr. Joyce Kasapor, an HR leader and career coach, and I shall be running this session this morning. So before we begin, I would just like to see who's on the call, whether you're joining us from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and whichever other platform you're watching us from and joining and tuning in. Please just let me know. Share your greetings this morning. It's a festive season. If you haven't seen somebody on the call in a while, please give them a shout out this morning. Can I just see those greetings coming through? And just to understand how your morning has been. It's 20 days to the end of 2024, and I'm so excited about it. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited. So can I just see those comments? How everybody is doing this morning? How is your morning? For me, it's a sunny morning. I've been out of the house from 4:30. I'm headed to the farm, so I'm seated in a car in transit. Just needed to do something at the farm. They say the early bird catches the worm. I'm hoping that I'm catching one, and so are you. So this morning, as the greetings comes in, because it's already 7:30, I just want to remind each one of us that the year is coming to a close, as you can see. And I'm not so sure whether this will be the last session for this year, but on behalf of Dr. Nellie and the entire crew that runs this session, if you are here today, I want you to congratulate yourself, because it's not easy, even into the very end of the month of December, to show up on this call. All right, Betty, good morning. Good morning, Betty from UK. Pleasant morning. It should be about 6:30 there about this morning. Shuma, good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, Cynthia Mpikwa, good morning. Shupe, good morning. Good morning, everybody. So this morning, I just want to share a few thoughts on how you can end your year strong, right? How you can end your year strong and set a tone for your 2025. How to end your 2024. Oh, okay, Betty, it's actually 5:30, so the timings have changed. So how can you end your 2024 strong and set a tone for your 2025? All right. So without further ado, in trying to share a few nuggets and thoughts around this, we're going to use the football match analogy in how we can end our 2024 strong. This is what I want to explain. Most of the time, people always think that December is a month of winding down. And I know that because we do that in the corporates, we do that in our lives. But I want to tell you that December can be a game changer for you. And I hope that you are not closing and packing your tools until the very end of this year. So, in trying to use the analogy of football, and I would like to know who is on the call. How many of us are football fans? So, if you're a football fan, casually or a committed one, please just put in the chat box that I am a football fan. And if not a football fan, if you are, I would like to know which football team do you support. Please do not mind my screen. I'm in transit, so I might be a bit sunny and all. So I'm hoping that you can hear me loud and clearly. So I'd like to understand who are football fans. Alexis says I'm watching from South Africa. Okay, blessed. Good to know that. How many of us are football fans? And if you're a football fan, I would like to know which football club you support. Most of us, I know, I'm gonna be surprised if I'm not gonna see Manu here, but most of it we support European clubs, and I'm hoping that whilst we explain the analogy of football in trying to end the year strong, we'll be able to understand one or two things. So if you are in the core, please, I would like to see the comments coming. I would like to know how many football fans we have on the core, how many are casual, how many are diehard fans, and which football team you support. So as the comments will be coming in, I just want you to understand that You are playing a game. 2024 is a game, right? And I want you to understand 2024 as you would understand the 90 minutes of a game in football. I hope you got that. I hope you got that. So I want you to understand that you are in the 2024 game and you're still playing the game until the final whistle. This is why I said you can't afford to stop. You can't afford to stop pursuing your goals until the last whistle is blown, until the 2024 whistle is blown by the referee. So, without further ado, a few points that I would want you to understand using the analogy of football is number one, the first thing that you're going to do for you to end strong this year and set a tone for 2025 is that you need to review your 2024. You need to review your 2024 game. How are you playing the game this far? What have you done well? What did you not do well? So I know most of us, as this year is going to an end, you're saying, oh, I can't achieve this. It's already too late. There's 20 days, and I can tell you this 20 days can be a game changer for you if you put your mind to it. So the first thing that you're going to do in order for you to end the year strong is that you need to review your 2024 game. Just like any football match, when they reach the halftime, and we're not using halftime in this sense of July, but I'm just giving you an analogy. When the game gets to halftime, what the coach and the team does is that they get to review their game, the first half of the game, and they understand what did we do well, what did we not do well, what can we do better in the second half of the game. And the football teams that you support, you know for sure that they go all out until the referee blows the final whistle. And I would like you to use the same analogy for your 2024. That despite of the 20 days that have remained, I would like you to take a stock of how you are playing your 2025, the 2024 game. Until we end 2024, you can't put twos down. You can't afford to stop playing the game. So you need to continue to play the game. Sometimes we are too hard on ourselves on the things that we have not done, but there are certain things that you have done that you can celebrate. So I want you in the chat box or later on in the day, please take a stock of your 2024. Celebrate the successes that you did. It could be you got a promotion, it could be that you had a baby, it could be that you got married, it could be you bought a plot of land. Anything that was a success on what you had done, tick it out and create a success in that sense. I hope that makes sense. So your 2024 is not over. So you can't put twos down. So go back to that, go back to your goals and see which one can you work on and close in the next 20 days. I can tell you about my personal life for me in 2024. 2024 was all sorted out. I had my goals set and I was flying in the first half of the year. But what happened in the second half of the year is that things started going south and I started feeling low and just telling myself, I'll see how 2025 will come in. Let me just pack my bags. Then I just realized to myself that I'm not that type of a person that gets put down by situations. And by October, I told myself, Joyce, you need to get up and start pushing your goals in that sense. So I want to encourage you this morning that as you're feeling downtrodden, that certain things are not happening the way you want them to happen, there's 20 days that can be a game changer for you. Number two, quickly, how can you end your year strong this year and set a tone for 2025? Revisit your goals and your priorities, just like in the football team when they're in the second half of the match and they know that they have the last bit of the match in the second time, is that they create a strategy. In these last 20 days, create a strategy, look at your goals. So what they do in football is that they look at what strategy are we going to use in the last match we are going to play. Are we going to change a footballer? Are we going to change a strategy? Or are we going to be strong on the defense or in the ball possession? What are we going to do? So even in the last 20 days of this year, I'm encouraging you this morning that review your goals, see which ones will be your winning moves. So if you're writing somewhere, ask yourself, what will be my winning moves in the last 20 days? So there could be those goals that are, let's use penalty shots. You know, those short goals that you know you can quickly close on. You need to handle those. So if you are here this morning, I just want you to take stock of which of your goals do you think you can win in the next 20 days. Those are called winning moves or penalty shots. Those ones that you know that with ease, if you just do one or two things, they'll close. You can't afford to end the year by folding your hands and saying, I will do my resolutions next year. One other thing that we do not understand about time is that time still moves. Time doesn't also say, no, I'll wait until 2025. Time continues to move. And there's nothing different about 31st December and 1st January. I want you to understand that the hours are the same. It does not reduce on time. It does not understand that you felt time is moving. So the more important thing that you need to do is to ensure that you continue pushing until the final whistle is blown for 2024. So the next thing that happens, right, in the football match, and we're using that as analogy, the third point is that you need to develop a growth and mindset. You need to develop a growth mindset. You need to develop a growth mindset. Using the football analogy, we're trying to say bounce back after a miss. Bounce back after a miss. There are certain things that I've missed in 2024, certain opportunities that I missed, certain projects that I didn't fulfill, but I decided to bounce back in October and I bounced back with a bang. So, what happens with even footballers in the football pitch? There are times that they missed a goal, they missed a penalty, they lost ball possession. But the difference between them and me, the difference between them and you, the difference between you and Cristiano Ronaldo, let me use one footballer so that it can sink in. The difference between you and Cristiano Ronaldo, the difference between you and Messi is that they have the mind to quickly bounce out from a loss. So some of us, I know we are still crying about that opportunity we missed, that project that didn't work. But what will set you apart for 2025 is what you do in 2024. And I'm encouraging you to bounce back. Bounce back from that loss, bounce back from that lost opportunity, and see what you can do right now. If I have people that are listening on the call, I want you to type, I am bouncing back. I am bouncing back. If you are on the call right now, I just want you to type, I am bouncing back. I am bouncing back. So bouncing back entails that you go back to your drawing board and see how you can retrieve and how you can catch on with your 2024. Not everything will be successful as you wanted to, but one thing is that until the game is over, you have the fighting chance to make a difference. Until the game is over, you have a fighting chance to make a difference. Until the game is over, I want you to understand, until 2024 game is over, you still have a fighting chance to do that. So I want you to stay on your toes, be ready for the next opportunity. And I will tell you something, when I bounced back in October, opportunities started coming left, right, and center. Opportunities to make more revenue because I'd lost some revenue, but revenue has started coming in from October through consultancy and other things that I'm doing. So growth mindset is very important. Remove the negativity. Stop feeling pity for yourself for certain things that had happened. It happens, that is life, but the most important is how you respond to your situation. All right, so that's point number 3. So point number 4 is that plan for impact. Plan for impact. If you're writing that, plan for impact. 20 days is a long time, and I can guarantee you impact can come out, results can come out. So how do you plan for impact? In football, the first half of the game, I suppose, I'm just assuming they are playing for self. They want to play that I scored 20 goals on my own, 10 goals on my own, I did this on my own. But when you get to the final minutes or the final hours or the final minutes of the game, there is collaboration and teamwork. So meaning that the footballers stop thinking of self alone, but they start thinking, how are we going to work as a team in order to close this game with a score, in order to close this game with a win. So, how that applies to your life this morning is that you need to find people that you can collaborate with. Is there a friend? Is there a colleague? Is there a family member? Is there a mentor that can help you push your 2024, the 20 days that have remained? Do you need somebody to open the door for you for any contract, or somebody who has an ear to some office that you can succeed? So, this time, think of not yourself, of how you're going to do something on your own, but think of how you're going to work either with your mentor, either with your colleague, either with a family member or a friend, in order for you to succeed. That's what footballers do. So what they do is more of, second half is more of teamwork. How do we close the game with a bang? How do we ensure that we close the game with a bang? So look through your networks, depending on the goals that you have chosen. Look through your networks and see who can be there for you, who can help you to succeed in the priority goals that you have set. I hope that is clear. Look out into your networks and see what you can do. And I think, lastly but not the least, as I just prep you on how you can end your 2024 strong and set a tone for your 2025, is that set the stage for your 2025. 2024 is the time you plan for your 2025. I want you to know that 1st January, or the mid or January, whichever time of January, is not the planning of your 2025. 2025 planning and setting a tone starts now. It starts now. So I want you to know that your 2025 has started. So if you are typing, I want you to indicate and type that I am planning for my 2025 now. You do not start planning for a year next year. You plan in that year, you plan the previous year. And the last 20 days that have remained, these 20 days are crucial for you to set the tone for your 2025. Prepare for the next match. That's what they do. Footballers, after they have winded up the match that they have, it's not the time for them to just go and forget about it. But what they do is that they go to relax and rejuvenate, and I hope you will do that. But most importantly, what they begin to do is how to make their 2025 game stronger and better than they had succeeded in the current one. So what I want you to do is that schedule some time this December. Usually sometimes I go out, maybe I book a room for a few hours or for a day, then I come back. That's how I personally handle that. So what you can do is that book a few minutes or a few hours, maybe go to a secluded coffee place or just be alone, review and set the tone for 2025 by looking at the goals, what worked, what didn't work, how are you going to handle your 2025 better, and how are you going to handle your 2026 better. And most importantly,
Coach, I think she has disappeared. I was busy commenting and I didn't realize you're off. But what Coach is talking about is just ending your year strong. Consider yourself as a missing puzzle. consider yourself as those people who are really ready and nothing can stop them. Nothing can ever stop them. Because if something stops you, it means that that was not your smarter goal. So what she's talking about is really making things happen for you and for the people that are around you. This is just what it is for you to be goal directed. So make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you are doing it to the best of your ability. Don't let people disappoint you, or don't let people who are saying, no, me, I'm off for holiday, me, I'm off, I can't do this, I'm in the holiday mood. That is actually wasting time. So just pick up your pieces, start. You're in the penalty, you're in the penalty area where you are making things happen. So in that penalty, they take away everything, they lock in, they make sure that this goal is my only last opportunity to be a winner. So also you can be a winner regardless of the time that you have come into the pitch, because these are the things that we really are mindful of doing. These are the things that if we are really goal directed, it doesn't matter at what time you pick, your pieces to go on. We heard Coach Joy saying she started low, and now in her dying, afterwards she realized that she only had herself to make things happen. She only had herself to do the things that really matter in life. So don't get discouraged. Anytime that you re-strategize, it is just making you happen, because you can happen from any place where you are. Like we talk about even in the mindset change program, where we are saying, look in the mirror. Who is the person that you are looking at? It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter your position. It doesn't matter whoever you are. Just look in the mirror and make sure that the things that you are undertaking at that particular moment, you are doing them, because you cannot replace the person in the mirror. The moment you fail to make things happen, it's because that person in the mirror has failed you. So make a promise with the person in the mirror and say, I am a go-to person. I am the one that set my smarter goals, and I am the one to actualize them, because no one is going to make you do the things that you are supposed to be doing if you yourself have got those little noises. There's all these little noises that come into our mind. Oh no, because so and so didn't help me, so I am just here. I can't do anything. I do not have the money. I do not have the resources. But everything is just a matter of asking. How am I going to do? How am I going to do this? How have you done this? And a lot of us actually have that blanket that actually is so hot, and we don't have the energy to actually uncover. We don't have the energy to go and sit in the shade. We don't have the energy to pick up the call and say, I saw you succeed in certain areas, and I'm just about to start my business. How can I do it? Instead, a lot of says, they start to feel, oh, maybe that one is lucky. You are lucky because you work smarter. You are lucky because you go to networks. You are lucky, not that you are lucky of the things that you have. You worked for them. So be proud of the things that you're doing, and be proud of that first step that you took. Be proud that you engage. Be proud that you are organized, because those are the things that make you a good game changer. That person who is making things happen by all means. And I want you to actually praise yourself, especially the people that are on the call on Thursday, because Thursday is prosperity for your soul, where from your bedroom to your boardroom, you are making things happen. What does it mean if you're making things happen in your bedroom? It means that is your home place. You are doing your family and home at your best. Because if you are not doing the things at your best, then your home is not going to be well nourished. And this is what Dr. Nellie keeps on saying and uplifting to say, whatever you have, whatever you are doing, it is that place where you put yourself and say, can I be counted? Can I be missed? Some people, you are not even missed. Even when you are not in the home, you are not missed, because you're not holding a missing puzzle. You let everyone else do the things, and you just come and claim glory. So be that missing puzzle, that once you are there in the home stage, you are making things happen. And when you go to the boardroom, that is your marketplace. Shine. and be the knowledgeable one, be the person that takes up, issues, be the person that is always happening, be the person that without them or without you, things will not run, properly. Be that good leader, not be a just bossing around, saying, oh, you should be able to do this, you should be able to do that. And if things are not done, then you would hang back. If it's me, I would have done this, but do it. Get down and do it. Be the example of the person that is doing, the things that you want to do. Because these are the issues that every day when we wake up to be leaders. And it's not that you are head of an institution that you are a leader. We are all leaders at our own level. Just imagine you going to UTH at 5:30 or at a time when it's not supposed to be visiting time. How you cannot enter? How a cleaner will make you stay out, will make you even leave your patient because it's time for cleaning. They are leaders at that stage. They are the leaders who are controlling your mind, your space. So don't feel that because you are, and a lot of us just say, I am just a, no, or I run a business. No, you run a business. You are that person. You are the person, you are the conqueror of your space. You can make it anywhere. And this is what, Coach Joyce, and I was so proud of her. She was saying, Coach Sunshine, I'm actually in the car going to the farm. I said, anywhere it happens, and we're here backing you, we're here clapping for you. And this is what we do. We are a team of leaders who are making things happen in each other's space. We are able to make sure that these are the things that we really do for ourselves. We are cool, and we do not make anyone uncomfortable. We can be we rise and say we are mentoring, we are coaching. And if you always come on these 7:30 calls, you come on these 7:30 calls every day, and we've been coming every day for the last 4 years. In March 2025, we are going to click 5 years, giving back to our community, giving back to our mentors, giving them, exposing them when we are not there, or even when somebody is ready to come online and speak to you, we allow them, because that is the way that we can duplicate ourselves. And this is the way that learning concentrates. And this is why the learning is, you can learn anything. Like in our space of mindset change, we actually say it's a skill that you can learn 100%. So don't feel that because you've got this, you've got that, you cannot learn mindset change. Mindset change is a skill you can learn, and it is a skill that is going to make you be that footballer of choice, be that manager of choice, be that person of choice every single day of your life. Because once you have got a growth mindset, Joyce was talking about having a growth mindset, it just doesn't happen. And the things that we do in growth mindset are the things that everyone intends to do, and everyone is capable of doing, because we are equal to the task. We can do things, and we can make things happen. Because when you hold a growth mindset, it is something that really makes you strong. And I just want to tell you, the differences between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. When you are talking about, when you have got, growth mindset versus fixed mindset, when you've got a fixed mindset, you are actually saying failure is the limit of my abilities. Whereas somebody in the growth mindset will say failure is an opportunity to grow. And these are the issues that we always have to take in mind. And when you are in a fixed mindset, you are saying, I am either good at it or I am not. Whereas someone who is in the growth mindset will say, I can learn to do anything I want. And this is what I think Coach Joyce was speaking about when she said, we have to be in a growth mindset, because growth mindset always helps us to do something better, and you can only do that when you are willing. And when you say in a fixed mindset, you say, I don't like to be challenged. A lot of people actually, this is a very, very big issue where people don't like to be challenged. And being challenged is going to make you actually be that human being that, they just push you, pinch you. Like Dr. Nelly says, I'll put sticks on your chair. This is what she means when she says, on your chair, I will put, stones, or I'll put, needles, so that, in fact, she uses needles. I'll put needles so that you can't sit there. And, a needle is going to prick whatever a space that is there. So you have to be saying, challenges help me to grow. That is a growth mindset, because if challenges actually give you an opportunity for you to do something better, even if you failed. The other day we were talking about failure. There was a young boy, that a gentleman that came through, and I was saying, it's okay to fall, but it depends, how you fall. So always make sure that you are falling forward. And these are the things. If you've got a fixed mindset, you're going to say, uh, you're going to be jealous by the success. You are going to feel jealous by the success of others. When you see somebody who is being successful, people in the growth mindset actually say, I am inspired by the success of others. So be inspired by the success of others, so you can be able to go out there and ask them of the things that you want to happen. And also, what actually kills us is the things that we do in the fixed mindset. People who are in the fixed mindset, I'm not there. So they say, they have this, I stick to the old methods. They say this is the way we do things there, even if they've got a new employee who actually is there to make things happen. But because once you get in there, you just, you see people, they are laissez-faire, they are, they are saying, Ingava, maybe they want the boss to make them that they are new, so the boss should see them that they are good. This is the way we do things here. So when you are like that, that is a fixed mindset. You have to change it to, I like to try new things. Let's try new things as we end the year. Let's try new things as we end the year. Let's be that missing puzzle as we end the year. Because only when we end the year strong are we able to actually maneuver to that stage or to that space where we want to be. So this is what I think Joyce, who is heading to the farm, wanted to share with you, that just end the year strong. When you end the year strong, you are that person of choice. You are that person of determination. You are that person who is focused. And it doesn't matter, the small things that happened, that didn't happen, but just make sure that these last remaining 20 days, you pick them up and be that go-to person that makes things happen. So look out for Friday and look out for Monday. Monday, we have got Rev Water. On Tuesday, is Mindset Change with Dr. Sunshine. Myself was just, finishing this call for Coach Joyce on behalf of Dr. Nellie. And on Wednesday, is a marketplace. If you could, we share products and services for those that are willing to go an extra mile. And Thursday is today with Dr. Nelly, and Friday we've got healthy tips. So tune in every day. Look out for all the mentors. We always share these links. And if you haven't seen a link, just go to the Facebook pages. That happen all the time, and you'll be able to actually listen to us. So thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great day where you are making sure that you are the missing puzzle. You are holding the missing piece of the puzzle to complete it. Shoot on that goal that Coach Joyce was talking about. And thank you so much.